Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore para penggemar gulat dimanapun kalian berada. Welcome back guys di channel Santika Family, dan kali ini bersama gue Gio tentunya. Kita akan lanjut untuk showcase mode dari the best in the world, atau yang dikenal juga lainnya itu adalah Voice of the Voiceless. Yes, siapa lagi kalau bukan si Empang, kesayangan kita ya. Kenapa dia dikenal sebagai Voice of the Voiceless? Karena promo-promonya yang sangat lokal ya. Kalau di warga Amerika sana, mewakili lah, maksudnya warga-warga lokal merasa disuarakan apa yang ingin disuarakan kepada company WWE pada waktu itu ya, waktu zaman-zamanan dulu, sampai akhirnya ada pipe bomb. Nah, itu sih setahu gua. Correct me if I'm wrong guys, kalau salah mohon maaf ya. Tapi itu setahu gua, oke. Langsung aja kita lanjut ke Lucid Dreams Come True, di mana ini adalah WrestleMania 41 kemarin yang udah kita lihat footage-nya di awal episode, yaitu di part pertama ya dari showcase mode ini. Oke, again welcome back guys yang udah datang. Makasih udah klik videonya dan juga udah dibantu like bahkan subscribe. Oke, gue bakalan sering-sering banget main game ini, pasti guys. Itu gue janji guys. Oke, let's go.
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work. After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown.
Tapi tahun ini itu lagi temanya Vegas lagi di Vegas.
All his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event for the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck.
Si Heyman sudah mencium keningnya si Empang. Sebenarnya gue agak sedih guys ngeliatnya, bukan sedih karena perasaan jelek, nggak terharu, bahagia gitu maksudnya.
And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end
Cuman
the way it did.
memang orang yang ngikutin perjalanan si Empang dari zaman dulu, sorry bukan si Empang ya, yang ngikutin perjalanan Paul Heyman zaman dulu, harusnya sih udah tahu ya untuk double turn ini. Double turn enggak tuh, udah tahu lah bakalan ada drama itu terjadi gitu.
And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Nah, ini ceritanya akan dimenangkan kita ya. Gimana kalau kita menang? Wah, berarti gue bakalan dapat nih Seth WM41 nih. Entry-nya, entrance-nya seperti ini. Keren. Sama itu, entrance-nya Roman, si Empang juga. Gitu doang. Hah? Kita tronnya gambarnya menyampe kita. Oke lah, ini udah bagus lah ya. Oke, ini udah bagus, cuma tidak begitu memenuhi ekspektasi. Boleh skip. Oh, sama guys. Wow. Wah, langsung jadi putih demi saya. Burn it
You
down.
guys remember what happened 10 years ago up in California? The Bay Area, Seth Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank and the heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an
Nyentrik
iconic
banget ya
performance.
gaya-gayanya dia tuh.
Needs another one of those
Mantap,
iconic
guys.
moments this evening
Welcome
against
buat
two
yang
of
baru
the best
datang.
this
Makasih udah
industry
klik
has
videonya.
ever seen.
Jangan lupa dibantu like-nya guys. Like kalian sangat membantu. Lebih membantu lagi kalau subscribe dan donate. Thank you. Tuh ada ya musiknya tuh kalau kalian denger tuh. Us. Harusnya tadi gua kasih
A
jadi
14th
gini.
appearance in WrestleMania, the third time he's been in the main
Lupa
event.
guys.
Come to WrestleMania for the
Gak
wrestling,
lupa sih, gue
but stay
pengen
for
lihat
the
ya
karaoke.
review.
We've got a bit of
Entrance-nya sebagus
everything
apa sih?
tonight here in Vegas.
Ada kurangnya, cuman udah tepat lah, udah konsepnya udah dapet lah. Bagus. Cuman gue nungguin ini patch terbaru buat yang The Rock kemarin itu loh, yang episode pas lawan The Rock itu aja sih. Kayaknya ngebugnya di situ doang ini. Gimana nggak dicek bener-bener ya? Kayak Roman Reigns guys. Untuk pertama kalinya setelah beberapa ribu hari ya, dia entrance tanpa The Wise Man, Paul Heyman. Dan memang tidak se-awkward itu sih, maksudnya ngelihat dia tanpa Wiseman. Jujurnya ya, kalau menurut gue memang auranya udah dapet banget, lagi musiknya juga begitu kan.
In Sin City. From Pensacola, Florida, 265 pounds, the OTC. For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
Ini
A titan of
adalah
this industry
main
marching
event
to
dia
the
yang
ring
ke-10
with his
kali di
signature
WrestleMania.
celestial swagger, the
Fun fact,
epitome of
Roman Reigns
ice
adalah
cold, effortless cool.
paling
Roman
banyak
Reigns with a record
kayaknya
of 9-3 at WrestleMania,
berapa
guys.
ya?
There are only
Nomor
a handful of men in
satu
history with more
nomor
wins than
berapa gitu,
Roman
gue
Reigns
lupa,
at
guys.
WrestleMania. 3 of those men
Ini
are
dia
The
udah masuk
Undertaker,
3
John
besar
Cena,
ya.
and the Game Triple H.
Yang
Pressure?
buat main
What
eventing
pressure? It's only
WrestleMania.
the main event of WrestleMania, but this is a road Roman Reigns has taken many times before.
This man has a locker at the main event of WrestleMania. This is where Roman Reigns lives.
A lot of questions this week about who would carry the Ulafala to the
Gua-
ring.
gua-
Paul Heyman would
itu
normally do
sarung
that.
tangannya
Tonight,
gitu.
Roman Reigns come to the ring with the Ulafala on his neck himself.
Sampingnya
And for
agak
the first
sarung
time in
tangan
many,
kayak
many
gitu.
years, Roman Reigns heads into
Sepasang
battle
ya kiri
alone.
kanan.
The Ulafala
Tapi yang
symbolizes the head of the
kanannya
family.
bukannya. Maksud
And when
gua
you talk about Roman Reigns'
modelnya.
family, you're talking about one of the most successful and powerful families in the history of wrestling. Tens of thousands of ones to the sky here in Las Vegas.
The Anoa'i family dominance continuing here at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns in a triple threat match for pride and
Nah, si
glory.
Empang yang ini akan kita lihat guys, karena gue pengen review juga nih. Lagi. Oh enggak diangkat keteknya guys. Dung, 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 da, da, dung, dung, dung. Ada video package? Oh enggak langsung.
Ladies and
What
gentlemen,
do
CM
you
Punk is in the
see?
main event of WrestleMania.
It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Ada nyanyi guys, scoutnya.
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins look thoroughly disgusted over the fact that Paul Heyman walked down to the ring with a Second City Saint. It is CM Punk's first WrestleMania match in 12 years. Remember, he missed last year's WrestleMania with a torn triceps, and this year he goes into triple threat action with Reigns and Rollins, two men that he cannot stand. Triple threat rules. The first man to gain pinfall or submission will win this match. There are no countouts, no disqualifications.
Julukannya
He's won
kenapa lah
championships, he's made
dia
friends,
pakai
he's made enemies. Tonight is CM
apa
Punk's
namanya
night.
entrance songnya part of personality ini juga karena liriknya sesuai dengan julukan dia yang sesuai dengan judul video ini, yaitu Voice of the Voiceless guys. Cocok banget ya, pas CM Punk.
Each of these three men believe they are the only one who can walk out of here victorious. Roman Reigns to prove his dominance, Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world.
Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do. To win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Russian leg sweep. CM Punk, who burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman.
Finds the roll-up.
He breaks up the pin attempt.
Udah, gak usah effort.
Kick to the gut.
What a right! Does having Paul Heyman back in his corner even the scales here for CM Punk? Does having the wise man strategies and support give him an edge over Rollins and Reigns?
Sure, if you trust Paul Heyman to have your best interests in mind, then yes, he is a huge asset in this kind of match. But remember, Heyman is doing this as a favor for Punk. As far as we know, his allegiance still lies with Reigns.
It always bothers me to be around Heyman, always leeching off other people's talents in CM Punk's corner tonight, though. The question is, where does Paul's allegiance truly lie?
Well, I'll be the first to say I don't trust a word that comes out of the mouth of Paul Heyman. But perhaps for the first time in his entire life, he showed some true loyalty to one of the men who brought him to the dance in WWE. A bond that goes way back, he and CM Punk.
Roman Reigns just battering his opponent in the corner. This is ugly.
Shoulders down, this could be it. And to the outside in.
That kick out took a lot of energy. CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens." And it happens.
Well, no matter the outcome, CM Punk will forever be a WrestleMania main eventer. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Tadi udah universal ya.
He's ready to put that chair to use.
Si Empire.
Slammed down hard. He might put him away here. And he manages to kick out in one.
He is far from being put away here, that's for certain.
Satu.
Here he is, heading back into the ring.
Whack! This is turning into Swanson Street.
Under the chair.
Absolutely
Breaker,
impaled
guys.
on that chair. I can't imagine they're okay after that.
Aduh.
German suplex release.
Jerman suplex, super city dari Brock Lesnar kah?
Flips the lever, shoulders down.
Wow,
Rotates out, gets the cover.
bangetan sih kalau sampai kalah.
And easily
Bangetan
kicks
memang.
out of the count.
I think this ref might be a little slow on the count. Put in the corner now.
Just tossing that kendo
Dengan
stick with
partner
total
aja bodo
disregard.
amat. All diver.
And remember the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived at the scene, was
Universal dong.
gets the shoulder up instantly.
It's not over yet, gentlemen. Still plenty to go here.
satu.
Roman for the first time in a long time.
Bentar,
having
Oli,
no
bentar,
one
bentar,
in
Oli.
his corner. Gotta wonder if that is affecting him. Oh my gosh!
Oke, 1, 2,
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
What an axe handle.
And he's going to the top. Up high. Wow, cross body.
Absolutely impaled
keluar
on
dulu.
that chair.
Isi
I can't
stamina dulu, guys.
imagine they're
Wismat.
okay after that.
Kita wismat dulu guys, isi stamina kan. Sambil berbuka puasa kan. Rolling nggak akan ini, nggak akan tap out.
You've got to be kidding me. How was he able to kick out at this point?
Reigns with a Superman punch.
Nggak akan
Could be
tap
all over
out.
here.
Ini
Stopping
baru
the ref's
guys,
count
layak
there.
buat kita ini.
Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? This is not about a championship. This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps, of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about...
And he's into the pin. He did not want
Sini,
things
sini,
to
sini,
end this
sini.
way.
Let's back into the action. Wih, nggak mau.
He's able to counter that.
Wah, nah, kita yang kena speed dong.
CM Punk doesn't know where he
Kurang
is.
ajar ya.
Turning it into the pin.
Kurang ajar guys, malah kita kena spear guys. Gue udah pakai taktik luar biasa ya itu udah ini.
This can't be good.
Malah kita kena spear nih. Welcome buat yang baru datang, makasih udah klik videonya, mohon dibantu like-nya guys. Thank you very much. Yang udah mau bantu like.
Up and knee right to the spine.
Nih, sini. Gue mau di DT. Aduh,
Slammed down hard.
di DT itu dari depan. Kayak gini. Set.
DDT plants that.
Nah, itu baru DDT. Coba
Beautiful
tenang deh.
transition. And now the cover.
Gila, Roman langsung bangun guys.
Oh, that'll
Banget
knock your
Roman.
wind out.
Jagoannya siapa nih
His
Roman?
opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda Vice grip.
Submission locked in. Are we going to see him tap?
And he's able to put an end to that submission. Rollins has the target acquired. Here it comes.
Arm wringer. Able to fight out with it.
Rollins with a head of steam. Big air.
Stomped into the ground.
Now Rollins needs to end this. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove their superiority.
Gue udah speechless guys. Gue udah nggak tahu lagi nih harus kayak gimana nih. Astagfirullah.
Did you see that? Propelled through the air. Oh, Seth gets caught with a counter.
CM
Oke, ini
Punk looking to
kesempatan
turn
kita nih.
out the lights.
Go to sleep.
Seth's eyes
Oke, ini
look
kesempatan
glazed
kita.
over.
Oh, and shoulders down. Got the cover.
Roman. Gue lupa guys, kita masih ada Roman Reigns.
Axe handle, shoulders down. CM Punk might have him.
1, 2.
No, stops the counted at 2.
After
masih belum
everything
juga,
we've
guys.
seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point. Shoving him into the corner. And he is busted open now. He may need medical attention and soon.
Kita lihat dulu, guys.
Exiting the ring.
Taking to the floor, and he's got no
Let's see
worries about the count.
out lagi kita tadi.
Has to find a way out of this. Bang, face first. Heading back into the ring now.
Salah, malah wasitnya cuy. Malah wasitnya, salah.
Stomping away, and then the
Ini
knee
wasitnya
right into the
nge-tap ya, guys, ya.
throat. Just ruthless.
Wasitnya nge-tap tuh, kalau kalian tadi perhatiin, guys.
Splash in the corner.
Gitu.
Followed up by a textbook.
And now Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
Rollins
Ayo,
trying to
lihat nih ya,
prevent that
lihat.
GTS on Reigns, but he's
Nah, itu dia. Kalian udah lihat kan?
That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas. How many people is he going to betray?
You're missing the point, Cole. The visionary Seth freaking Rollins has once again pulled the ace out of his sleeve in last night.
Oh, Roman udah keburu bangun.
Evades the attack and not a moment too soon.
Connects.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
We might just be watching. Face first. Send up. The Koji clutches it.
Solid grip on this hold, not letting.
Looking for a crucial escape. Yes,
Bisa,
breaking the
guys,
hold. Saving himself for the
Lenovo.
time being. And he heads back into the ring. What a reversal. Rollins out of the ring once more.
CM Punk turning his attention
Bawa
to the
olahraga dulu, guys, pemanasan,
WWE
guys,
Universe
pemanasan.
now. There
Itu
it
rasanya
is,
apa,
Rollins
guys,
using all of his submission knowledge.
This isn't even a... And he very quickly counters.
Harusnya Roman ini
Into
lebih
the
gampang
cuts
dipin.
off the attack.
Karena dia cederanya udah parah itu yang badannya tuh.
Rollins known to be irritating. We're seeing no different. Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Nah, ini dia.
Is it enough for Punk?
Inikah kemenangan
Into the
kita?
cover.
Somehow he kicked out.
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he survived that.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Wah, nggak bisa begini muntun. Wah,
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
nggak jadi.
You know he's looking to dish out some serious pain with that kendo stick.
Ngapain dia ngejar-ngejar gue?
Who throws a kendo stick? Crazy.
Kenapa dia malah jadi ngejar-ngejar kita, guys?
God, that disturbing sound of a kendo snapping in the flesh. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Wah, AI-nya nggak terima kalau kita menang.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Beautiful. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Caught with a punch.
Waduh, Superman pas segala, cok.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Forcefully sent into the corner of the ring.
Bangun dong,
I think that throw
bangun
moved the
dong.
entire ring. Matches like this are really what it's all about. It's what this sport is built on.
Just look at the cover. This might be it.
Nggak.
He breaks the
Masih
ref's
bisa,
count
masih
after
bisa.
one.
Masih bisa.
That's smart. Taking the one
Bisa
to
dari
catch your breath.
silency.
A
Nggak, masih bisa,
hard-driven
masih bisa.
boot to the stomach there.
Ayo, ini tinggal bangun style lagi udah nih.
My God, enough.
Masih bisa, ayo.
Elbow drop. Getting back into the ring now. Superman punch.
Nyesel gue malah ke atas.
The tribal chief has acquired the target. This ends now.
Counter by CM Punk. for Punk to capture some momentum.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this.
Ini kah?
Go to sleep.
Ini kah? Momen kemenangan?
Gotta dig deep now.
1, 2.
Punk has beat the odds, has defeated both Reigns and Rollins.
Here is your winner, Sing Punk.
A moment of pure vindication here for CM Punk.
This was a lifetime in the making, and it couldn't
My
have been any harder
God.
earned. Punk had to get through Roman
Bangga
Reigns
banget
and
gue
Seth
sih
Rollins to finally taste a main event victory here at WrestleMania.
dia, guys.
But now he's done it. The Second City Saint is victorious at the
Tapi di tahun
showcase of the
2013
Immortals.
dia seharusnya sudah jadi main eventer.
Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania
Nah,
41
itu dia
thanks
tuh.
to you.
Dia
Something I
mention
really
kan,
like about this
itulah yang
slingshot
gue suka.
technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the
Wah,
power to
sekarang
jump
kembali
into the boots
ke
of
masa
other
lalu ini.
superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main
Emang,
event of
guys.
1997 Survivor Series. That's right. The infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels.
Oh iya,
They
ini
had so many
lawan
epic
Bret
battles,
Hart.
But after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE,
Bret will take a
eventually
sabbatical.
returning late in 1996. By the spring of
1996.
1997, things were much
Oh,
different
ini
for
pertandingan di
WWE. Bret and his family had
1997.
formed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX. The two
Are
groups
you
despised
ready?
each other,
Dum, dum,
and after months of
dum.
chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as
di
the
WCW
Montreal
ini.
Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan.
WCW,
I
Water
consider him
Closet
one of the
Wars,
greatest
guys.
of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime. Something
Huh?
I never got to do.
Let's
The
step
plan is simple.
into Bret's
Avoid the
boot.
sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold,
Jangan
you know
bilang CM Punk.
exactly what is going to happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
CM Punk jadi Bret Hart. Hah?
The following
Coba
is
kita
scheduled
lihat
for
ya.
one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Ini kayaknya kamera terus. Oh.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio,
Ini
Texas,
cuman isi ini ya, European Championship.
227 pounds, the
European
WWE
Champion.
European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid.
Ini HBK tahun 97, guys.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, I won't lay down for anybody? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Kasih kembang api. Waduh, seksi banget. Wah, ini nih. Signature pose.
Well, Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Well, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of World Wrestling Entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that.
Just the sexy boy, sexy boy. Oke, kita lihat CM Punk, apakah dia jadi Punk Hart?
You can feel the electricity.
Beneran dong. Championnya CM Hart, bukan Punk Hart.
In at 234 pounds, he is the WWE
CM Punk.
Champion, Bret Hitman.
Oh, ini yang pas. Jadi itu
And what an
pas
ovation for the
zaman-zaman
21-year
si Shawn
veteran who
Michaels
debuted at the age
ngata-ngatain
of
bendera
19 in
Kanada ya.
1976. in Calgary.
Kalau kalian tahu tuh parah banget guys, zaman dulu tuh rasis banget itu. Promo-promonya lebih kejam.
Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know.
Sama seperti Ron Cena ya, kalau kalian tahu tuh ada Ron Cena. Ayo, ada yang tahu Ron Cena nggak?
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling.
Tahun
Bret Hart
97
remained
seperti itu,
champion. Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
Denied via a wicked punch to the stomach.
And Michaels, of course, has done nothing to endear himself to this Montreal crowd. In fact, Michaels and his D-Generation X posse have been nothing but juvenile to everyone they've encountered.
Well, delinquency is in the
Michael
enemy
udah
forward, Michael Cole.
ini
You might
juga,
not like
jadi
the
nggak
kids
akan
are getting
bisa
attention
diserang
mimicking
sekarang.
DX, but you can't deny they've struck a nerve through every arena we visit.
Udah rem itu yang mana sih guys? Kalian tahu nggak RAM itu yang mana guys?
Reorientating them in the corner here.
Unloading! Hitman laying it into Shawn. Wants to always keep Shawn close, keep him grounded. That's pivotal for the champ tonight.
Kalian tahu nggak rem itu yang
I'm
mana?
not
Ini
sure
bukan?
this is necessary, guys.
No. Bukan di sini.
He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
Coba ya.
Wow, what
Enggak,
impact!
bukan.
And we all know how good these two men are in the ring. You can argue two of the best to ever do it. But tonight, I don't think either man cares about showing off technical skill. These two just want to fight.
When it's gotten to this level, when it has become so personal, there is nothing else to expect. All that is left is a down and dirty fight between two guys that hate each other's guts.
Ini kan, rem.
With an uppercut.
Ini kan.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Masuk, keluar sini.
Shawn is in the zone
Yeah,
and letting the
keluar sini.
opposition know it.
Lu keluar sini lah. Ya elah, ini sini, di rem.
Decides to leave the confines of the ring.
Bret looking like he wants to see a little more out of his opponent here.
Taking things to the outside, but gotta make sure to heed the official's count.
Blocks the Hurricane Rana, too strong, into an uppercut.
Nice.
This Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Aduh,
Yeah,
satu
and
doang
Shawn
sisa ya.
has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels is a prejudice to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game. I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series.
Terus standing.
Placed him in the corner here. In the corner. Dragon screw.
Expertly applied leg lock. Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
Oke, ini dia.
Figure 4.
Figure 4 lock.
The hold is locked in. He's in.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure.
Ntar gue baca dulu guys yang ini. Get down standing desk in corner with no stairs and ah
That'll
gue
break
harus
the
munculin
hold.
signatur dulu guys.
Down with a bulldog.
And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is the sharpshooter. It's that precise breakdown of his target that has made the Hitman who he is. Fights out of it with the elbow to the gut. The Hitman now taking his opponent down. Grapevine locked in. Sharpshooter applied.
Bret's got, and he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Terusin guys, itu bakalan
Great in-ring IQ on display there. Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area. He's maybe gonna re-strategize now.
This personal rivalry goes so far back. You can see the seeds of it when they were both tag team competitors, part of the Hart Foundation and the Rockers.
ini kan standing
Each
in
man
corner.
becoming
Corner
breakout
kan
stars
ini.
and leaders of a new generation in
signaturnya.
WWE. Up until that point, it was professional. But recent years and the weight of carrying the industry have changed these men.
The turning point was WrestleMania, Cole, when Bret was
With
screwed out of the
standing with no
title in the Iron Man
stair,
match.
no
If the
stair, yang di
score
sini,
is tied at the
astaga.
buzzer,
From the top, elbow drop.
boom.
Makanya gue kok monster, semuanya kan monster. Kalau
This has
dari
got to be
atas ya,
demoralizing
POV
for
dari
Michaels.
atas.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on
Ada,
HBK right here.
And something Bret has to know is all the attributes Shawn possesses, Michaels might have more cardiovascular conditioning here. Michaels is insanely resilient.
Oh, gampang,
Remember what Michaels
gampang.
did?
Lift off. Diving leg drop from way up high.
Oke, double leg drop. Zaman dulu itu masih menjadi move yang mengerikan. Karena di sharing luar biasa ketika Hulk Hogan
Strike.
maka
And he evades sudden, swift, and brutal impact.
And again, his head is the target of this attack.
At this point, I don't know how he's still standing. Boom!
Excellent execution from Hitman.
ini ya.
HBK is struggling to meet the excellence of execution.
Sini. Udah nih.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Ini kan. Bener ini.
The Hitman looking to inflict even more punishment in unique fashion, like only the excellence of execution can. He's gonna break his leg. Call it academic. That's just the way it goes with the excellence of execution.
And did you hear the impact of that?
Oke.
And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
And now thrown back into the ring. From the top, elbow drop. Good Lord. Shawn Michaels has run into trouble.
Michaels looking racked with pain. The Hitman remaining a step ahead.
Boom, DDT.
Apa tuh? Oh. Launch diving attack. Oh, pas
Bret
banget ini.
lining him up from the top turnbuckle.
From
Oh,
above.
berdiri.
And Bret on the top
Okay,
rope with a
cutscene.
referee knocked down, guys.
Drama
Well,
apa
took
lagi
down Shawn
nih?
Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Or bets are off. Ada yang bisa
Michaels to the
memprediksi itu
eyes of the
maksudnya.
Hitman. Sean
I
taking
call.
advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
And now looking for a sharpshooter.
Dicuri guys, sharpshooternya.
Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
Oke,
And the
referee-nya
referee
down
dropped
lagi untuk yang
once
kedua kalinya.
again as Brett kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
Oke, referee yang baru.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade.
Wah, Montreal screw job kayak ini.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Brett managing. Nice takedown.
Ini.
Gonna step through.
Langsung aja.
Vintage sharpshooter from Bret Hart.
Sharpshooter.
Brett retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE
What do
champion,
you see?
Brett Hitman.
Out of personality.
You can feel the uncertainty in the air already.
Yeah, who knows what Brett is going to do now.
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
In WWE we trust. Nice, banyak banget itu. Dapat rewardnya. Set baru match kedua. Ini pop punk. Genre pop sama genre punk, guys. Hah? Apa ini tadi? Getting extreme with the hardcore legends, ya bang. Lah ya kali kita pakai Cactus Jack ya sih
Feels
bang.
good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring.
Oh,
First up is a trip to the land of the
pantesan kok
extreme.
balik zaman dulu si Empang kan nggak
When I
ada.
first made it to WWE, I started on
Si
their
Empang itu
ECW
sebenarnya
brand,
pengen
but I
nyoba
always
lawan
wondered how I do
3
in the
orang
original
legend.
ECW.
Shawn Michael,
Who would I
Cactus
face,
Jack,
you
berarti
ask?
satu lagi siapa lagi nih?
Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? And you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter
Mick
egos,
Foley's.
Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994.
Oh, 1994. Oh, yang ini.
So many chairs into the ring, it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Ini zaman dulu karena masih dikasih kursi
Cactus Jack was
biasa
a
kayak
master
gitu ya.
of the Falls Count Anywhere match.
Makanya
It
rusuh.
allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
Oke, let's go. The following contest is the ECW Hardcore Match. Ini kita lihat untuk entrance-nya Cactus Jack berarti guys.
CM Punk is
Oh,
here
CM Punk,
and he
oh,
is
CM Punk.
ready.
Ya, kepencet. Gue kira itu skip. Ya udahlah. Nggak apa-apa ya, nggak ngelihat entrance-nya Cactus
Ladies and
Jack ya guys
gentlemen,
ya.
I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe.
Don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
What a hit from Jack.
Neater on the rocks.
Aduh, agak ulang guys. Bentar dong ini ulangnya. Bentar ya.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the faint of
Sini
heart.
Cactus
The
sini.
war of words between these two men,
Sini,
CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now
Kayak
it's
gitu
time
dong
for
gak
a
kena
war of wills.
loh.
A war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running
Buset.
through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially
Universal
when it's
dong.
Falls Count Anywhere. CM Punk and Cactus Jack, two men who remain stalwart and resolute in their convictions through blood, sweat, and tears.
Smart money's on a whole lot of all three of those things in this match, gentlemen. Cactus will make sure of it.
Ya, dibalikin lagi.
And it's back into the ring for Jack here.
Sini Jack, sini Jack.
Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Oh,
And
let's see.
Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw
Oh my
at you.
god.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of
cukup nih, cukup.
insanity on you. But that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do
Nice,
what he
cukup
can to
guys,
keep
oke ya.
on
Let's
Cactus
go.
and be even more unpredictable
Oke, sini.
if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock
15
and
detik
trade, but it
tersisa
needs
ya.
to be CM Punk's as well here.
Ih, nggak nyampe dong.
As these two extreme legends
Awesome
brawl,
attack
I just have to
dong.
sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we're seeing Falls Count Anywhere in one of the most famous arenas in wrestling history.
Indeed, the ECW arena has been where many extreme
Ada.
icons have been created.
Grab
And in these
Elipan,
hollow halls, two
Elipan.
legends are currently doing battle.
Let me correct you there, Michael
Satu.
Cole. I would definitely classify CM
Tiga.
Punk as an extreme legend
Empat.
and an
Waduh.
icon. But in this arena, Cactus Jack is something more.
Nah, ini udah nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain nih karena udah
Being
ungu.
locked in. CM Punk up, and he very quickly counters. Even though Cactus Jack and CM Punk have never faced off in the ring, Punk has had confrontations with Mick Foley in the past. In 2012, Punk brutally attacked Mick backstage.
And that attack almost led to a Survivor Series match where Punk and Foley
Flying possum, shoulders down. Gets the shoulder up after one.
Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Hindar dia.
Punk showing off his technical prowess. Hammerlock followed up with a lariat.
And I believe I'm starting to see some pain registering on the
Dua lagi,
face
dua
of
lagi
Cactus Jack.
Off to what's already forming from that kendo shot.
Nah, ini backstage itu berarti ke sini dong. Backstage sini bukan? Coba, nih, kita dibawa backstage nih sama dia nih. Oh bener backstage guys. Let's go
What happens
backstage.
next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to see.
CM
Good
Punk.
reflexes from him there. Oh, the DDT.
But can he put it away? He gets an emphatic kick out.
No, tidak semudah itu Jack.
Punk now with a quick go behind Hammerlock.
Into a lariat.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
Enak
Oh,
banget nih.
man.
Ini apa nih?
Oh,
Boom. What a shot. Elbow drop with authority.
Open truly awaken the madman that lives inside of you. Gimana caranya?
precision elbow strike.
Apa sih? But 2 of your dive attack from the top rope. Hah? Top rope?
Punk now locking in the Anaconda vice grip, and that is
Kita
cinched
lagi
in
di
tight.
backstage.
After
Kenapa
not
harus
sure what
top
he's
rope?
thinking, letting go here.
Top rope. Bisa nggak naik sini?
Oh, the elbow drop.
Ooh, kick.
Oh,
The look in Punk's eyes can
Coba
only
kita
mean
GPS
one
dulu ya.
thing. Cactus
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
go to sleep.
Nah, bisa naik dari sini. Coba ini. Kayak itu nggak?
Buries an elbow to the heart.
Wah, nggak bisa guys. Harus balik dulu ke ring. Cara balik ke ring gimana nih?
Counters with a brutal answer.
Wah, cara balik ke ringnya yang gue nggak tahu ini. Masya Allah.
Wrenches the arm. Ooh, nasty kick.
Mana top rope? Nggak ada top rope
Punk
di sini.
avoids the attack.
Gue udah di backstage. Mau balik ke ringnya gimana?
Big clothesline.
And he's able to avoid that often. Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee. Go to sleep.
Berdarah dia tuh. Taruh dulu, top rope, top rope. Wow. Ini review lah ya, kita review aja guys ya. Nggak bisa balik juga, ya udah lah ya. Kalau ngulang ya ngulang ya, kita review backstage ya. Bagus guys ini. Ini ambulan yang bawa,
Struck with a
yang dibawa
calf kick.
LA
Nothing but cold
ketika
hard concrete underneath these competitors now.
menyupiri si
Yeah,
itu
one nasty fall could be
Paul
all it
Heyman.
takes to change the complexion of this match.
He's headed straight up that ladder.
He finally reaches the top. I hope his fear of heights doesn't kick in now.
Oh,
Well, he's up
berani dia
there.
guys.
Now what? And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal.
Wah, reversal mulu coy. Oke, dia minta ke tempat yang lebih tinggi.
Oh,
Hooked him up. And a suplex. Very little space here as these two just keep going at it.
one wrong step could lead to disaster. But neither
Nah, gitu doang.
superstar is concerned with that right now.
Gue kira bakalan apa? Aduh, gue butuh top rope coy. Baliknya gimana nih?
Dangerous intentions on the mind of the madman, Cactus Jack.
Wah, nggak bisa.
Oh, man.
Malah mengetor.
That's gonna echo in your ear for a bit.
Ini gimana baliknya coy? Gue nggak ngerti misinya. Nyampe nggak ya?
From the
Enggak dong.
heavens.
Bercanda lu muntun. Aduh, gimana sih ini? Coba kita gendong dia.
Not looking good in this position.
Gue nggak mau.
Down into the shoulder.
Ih, tadi kita masuk dari sini.
Smart strategy by him.
Wah, ini nggak ada tutorial nih, balik ke ring. Wah, nggak ada tutorial.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Mongolian chop.
Coba, ini gue udah mencet semuanya nih.
Oh, what a club.
Salah.
Cactus Jack has nothing but... He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
Aduh. Aduh, malas banget nih kalau udah kayak gini nih.
Fireball to the
Buset,
face.
kayak tuh.
Good on CM Punk.
Dari mana dia punya korek itu tadi?
Somehow breaks the count immediately.
Ah, bodo amat lah.
Oh, we know what's coming here.
Ending aja ya guys ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep.
Udah, sleep aja lu.
Quick into the cover. This could be it.
Good Lord, CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Udah bodo amat. Tutornya gak jelas. Oh my god. Lawan terakhir yang dipilih adalah Stone Cold. Gue pengen banget sih pakai Stone Cold sih. Cuman kita tetap CM Punk, guys.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment.
Kenapa CM Punk mau lawan Stone Cold? Karena Stone Cold udah duluan pensiun daripada The Rock. Dan CM Punk udah pernah lawan The Rock, guys. Udah pernah ketemu The Rock juga lah. Sampai sekarang bahkan dia udah ketemu The Rock ya, karena The Rock juga masih aktif. Emang hardcore banget emang. Stone Cold, Steve, Austin, emang GG. Ayo ada yang tahu Stone Cold nggak? Kalian pasti kebanyakan taunya The Rock aja ya. John Cena mungkin yang paling kalian tahu, lebih tahu John Cena daripada The Rock. Pokoknya kalau di WWE itu ada 3 god, The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena. Paling kalau nomor 4-5-nya kalau menurut gua yaitu ada Roman Reigns. Nah yang kelimanya ini gue bingung, Roman Reigns, Undertaker. Yang kelimanya ini gue bingung antara Roman Reigns, CM Punk, atau siapa ya? Yang jelas bukan Cody Rhodes sih. Randy Orton. Cuman gue lebih milih CM Punk sih sebenarnya. Atau lebih tepatnya sih sebenarnya ya harusnya sih CM Punk. Jangan di skip. Ya ikonik banget guys. Kalian lihat nih ya.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to take
Arenanya itu arena CM Punk guys. Bagus banget.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop ass is about to be opened up in that ring.
Nah ini udah boleh di skip. CM Punk.
This is it. No holds barred between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Clearing the announce desk. Maybe we should head for safety, guys.
Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when
Austin
facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing
sebentar,
another
Tin.
Mount
Gua bilang
Rushmore
Tin,
talent
Tin.
like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Setting up the table. Hopefully he's thought this through.
Colet sih.
Fighting right now that could not be any different when it
Tadi
comes
ada
to their
animasinya ya
backgrounds.
kalau gua
Punk has
ingin
often been a
menghindar.
straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two probably never get the time together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align.
penontonannya udah mau
Punk and
table
Austin
tuh.
are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Lifted and completely helpless here. Crashing through the table.
Just a mess of wood and flesh after that. Counters on top of counters, and these opponents are in defense.
Oh,
That
that's
just
the Austin.
looks like it busted him open.
He might just be
Lagi.
stalling for time here. Boom, snaps the leg across the head.
Lagi. Kita tahu.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents
Recall
the
di
best
base
of the modern era.
lawan.
And Austin, the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
Tangannya pendek.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look.
Cover.
Shoulders are down.
Oh no.
And he gets his shoulder up before the count.
Too much gas left. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda Vice Grip.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Dapat
The rattlesnake is square in CM
home in
Punk's
on
sights.
Austin neck. More focus
CM Punk
damage.
looking to
Berarti
end things here.
di kepala.
Is there any air left in Austin?
Oke, kita harus incar kepalanya guys. Gue tahu cara terbaik buat incar kepala.
He's in his grasp.
Pile diver.
Spiked him.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even
Berhasil
bigger
DDT
mean
nih.
streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen
Sekali lagi
Punk
ada
sink to
DDT-nya.
in order to secure a win, but I do
Belum merah,
not
guys.
doubt the words of the rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date in order to secure a win.
Wop. Nggak bisa.
Austin wards the attack off.
Ternyata dia pakai resiliency juga guys.
Down he goes.
Differing in-ring
Ini
styles
AI-nya
from these
terlalu
two men.
kejam ya
Punk
gamenya
is
ya.
methodical with his strikes and submissions.
Nah, akhirnya merah
Austin
sendiri.
prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normal grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake.
And he's a step ahead of Austin. Counter, he knew just what to do.
Ah, elah.
Right to the kidneys from behind.
CM Punk has to turn this around in a no-holds-barred
My
scenario
god,
like this.
my
Things
god.
can
Ini gak
quickly
bakalan bisa
spiral
gua
from
resilient. Reversal.
CM Punk. Punk powers out, still going strong.
Look at the look on his opponent's
Kayaknya
face,
gua
Cole.
harus
He can't believe it.
ini stun dia dulu deh.
Oh, and it's reversed.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Steve Austin has an opening.
Wah, udah.
Wow, what impact. What impact.
Langsung aja, langsung aja.
Shoulders down. Digging deep for a kick out.
They may not have too much left.
by CM Punk,
Just as
guys.
devastating as when his opponent does it.
Betul ya, nggak tahu gerakan tadi itu adalah finishernya dari Stone Cold Steve Austin.
CM
Guys.
Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake. But Austin did not go quietly. This was a
Wah, akhirnya kita
no-holds-barred
dapet
battle.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hah? Oh, berarti yang Shawn Michael itu nggak dihitung ya? Ini terakhir nih di Guerrero nih, guys.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And
Oh,
since I'm the
bener
one
kan,
controlling
one
the
last.
fancy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured
Untuk
European,
cruiserweight,
Intercontinental,
Eddie
and
Guerrero
Tag
ini
Team
memang
Championships in short order.
godnya lah.
Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE,
Jadi dia ini
using
kayak
his Latino
setengah
heat to do the
humor, tapi
unthinkable,
dapet juga
capture
seriusnya,
the
guys.
WWE Championship.
Oke, Bang Edom udah dibantu like-nya, Bang. Thank you, Bang, kalau udah bantu ya. Eddie.
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you
bener,
choose and no
yang
matter what happens in the
Shawn
ring,
Michael nggak
we're
dihitung,
still
guys.
cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed.
Dan Eddie Guerrero
Viva
itu
la
udah
raza, my friend.
tiada ya. Oke, kita skip aja si Empang. Entrance Eddie kita lihat. Viva la raza. Latino Heat.
Paso, Texas. Weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie
Addicted to the Heat.
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him
Kalau
on
Kaktusnya
pure
masih ada,
fighting
kalau
spirit.
Stone Cold
And
juga
once
masih
upon
ada.
a
Eddie
time,
ini
when
doang
they
udah
met
nggak
in
ada,
the
guys.
ring before WWE, Eddie
Kalau
had the
Kaktus kalian nggak tahu
experience.
ya,
You
main
have to
time
wonder if
kalau
Eddie
umpama
can
kalian tahu
exploit
main
that
time.
and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man, absolutely.
Ya udah gitu doang sih sebenarnya. Emang simple entrance-nya Eddie Guerrero. Kecuali yang pas dia bawa mobil tuh ya, itu ikonik banget
Two
sih.
of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
Wah, gue harus ke badannya dulu, guys.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved.
Yeah,
But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match. And I wouldn't have it. Soaring, diving hammer strike.
Nah, gue nggak kena. Ada kepala deh, sini kepala.
Stalking from above.
Ayo cepetan.
From the top, diving double axe handle, attempting high risk move
Incer lagi kepala lagi
move
deh.
at a breakneck pace.
Stalking from above.
Here we go. Double axe handle, just putting their body in danger
Welcome buat yang baru
time and time
datang.
again.
Makasih udah mampir. Jangan
This is
lupa
going to be a slow,
dibantu like,
methodical
guys.
match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now,
Dibantu like
I
nya,
really
guys.
can't tell who's got the advantage.
Oh my god.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched. I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but from the top.
Nobody home on that one. Just clubbing down.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE, but Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight.
Back into the ring now.
Gua nggak mau guys. Lalu gue baca dulu tutorial ini. While on the apron, L.
By the DDT. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut. Only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his...
Terrible landing on the outside.
A huge miss. There's bad timing, and then there's whatever you want to call it.
Hammerlock now.
Drops his opponent with a massive line.
He gets into the ring. He's really pushing the limit here, getting close to a countout.
Oh, no, that's more than incidental contact.
He gets back in right before the count.
Wah, harus gua hentikan dulu wasitnya guys. Kalau enggak ini gagal misinya.
Comes now with a quick jump behind Hammerlock.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. Eddie Guerrero upsetting Punk in his hometown.
Malah di push. Oke.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
You know, so often when we have these dream
Kira dia
matches,
kena
there's some
potnya
sort of
lama gitu
stipulation
ya,
involved.
terus nggak yang
But for Eddie and Punk,
bangun-bangun atau
tonight's a
ganti
pure
wasit
wrestling match.
misalnya.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to
Kelihatan
lie,
enggak ya?
cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
Wants to finish this.
From the top. You gotta be kidding me.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force.
Sky high. Good Lord. Taking flight.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched. I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
And he's going to the outside, which will start a count out. Oh, for the way
Nah,
there.
begitu kan?
Eddie Guerrero upsetting Punk in his hometown.
Karena kena wasit ya. Wah, kurang ajar ini. Wasit ngapain di situ sih?
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
Totally missed that one.
Both arms trapped into the crucifix, shoulders down.
And he kicks out.
He ain't getting paid by the hour.
My God.
Northern Lights. Shoulders down.
Kan dia 2 kali.
Nah, not yet. Too early. Drop kick from behind. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has...
From way up, diving double axe handle. And are you kidding me? He's going again? And Guerrero wants back in the ring.
From the sky, double axe handle connects.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched. I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
The springboard attack fails to land.
Ini kalau fail nggak apa-apa, namanya juga bukan Eddie Guerrero gitu.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Misses on the springboard.
Gak mau.
Beautiful. Neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Lebih dekat nih, kalau nggak kena lagi ya kebangetan sih.
Quick reflex is so important in a match like this.
He cinches Eddie in.
Pile driver.
CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best ever do it in that ring.
Punk about to take flight.
Elbow drop from the top rope.
Punk put everything he had behind that one, and Eddie's in a bad way now.
What's he preparing for?
Pile driver lagi.
Driver spiked him. Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
Wah, di reversal dong ini.
Eddie able to take a stand there.
Time now for Eddie to get his energy up and claw back into the fight. Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
Oh, tidak bisa. Anda tidak bisa ya. Gua digitu loh. Oh, one more. Welcome buat yang baru datang. Mohon dibantu like-nya. Terima kasih juga sudah klik video sudah klik video ini ya. Semoga kalian juga mau subscribe, guys.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie do boot to the knee, just felling their opponent, and now, a pin attempt out of nowhere. I don't know who's more shocked. He just kicked out. The fans, us announcers, or his opponent. Solid.
Face first. Set up. It's locked in. The Koji clutch. That's hooked in deep. Is he going to tap here? Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there.
Aduh.
There's no timeout in WWE. Eddie, you know better.
Oh, tidak bisa. Oh, tidak bisa.
But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece. with a time limit draw as well.
Cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the...
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
He's
harus bisa
going
nih.
back for more. How much stamina does he have?
Waduh, kok nggak mau sih?
And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Take off.
Oh, he paid for that high risk. And that prevents Eddie's attack.
What's it going to take to win?
Oke, coba kita giniin dulu deh. Ya,
ADT, crucial reverse. No, he gets the shoulder.
That had to take all the energy he's got at this
my
point.
God.
Huge kick connects.
Oke, mungkin ini kali ya permasalahannya.
And a well-timed counter.
Apa lagi nih?
From behind. Switch it up with a face buster, and that will alter your profile. And the knee.
He's going up. Look at the height.
Frog splash dia.
Cover. 2 count. No idea what he's planning here.
Wah, disuruh anak
I
Honda
don't think it's
finisher.
anything good, Cole.
Punk's had enough. He's
Wah, elah. Lanjut guys, tinggal anak Honda fight guys.
Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the
Universal
line
segala
tonight.
lagi.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like
kurang
they're
ajar
willing
lu,
to
Eddie.
concede
Siapa yang
victory
nama
yet.
bapaknya Eddie nih?
Punk wasting no motion on the counter.
Soft with a big
Siapa yang nama bapaknya Eddie
And
guys
CM
ya?
Punk is in control.
Punk is not taking his eyes
Ngaku
off
nggak, ngaku
Eddie
nggak?
for a second, and it is paying off.
Enggak, kalau ada ya gue cuma pengen nyapa kalau ada
The
gitu
elbow
kan.
finds the mark.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting spirit from Punk and Guerrero.
Fighting spirit or sheer stubbornness. Either way, everyone in the WWE
Coba lagi.
universe is
Oh,
hanging
kena
on
itu.
every move here.
Oh, itu kena. Oke.
Unable to evade the
Wah, suara
offense.
kakak juga.
Bad scissor
Waktu.
takedown.
Masyarakat MBG.
No.
Kebanyakan nyali.
DDT off the apron. As we've seen so often, it's hard to find answers against Eddie. And Punk now knows that too. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Punk now with a
Nah, ini dia.
hip touch on the
Kena.
Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
This is a bad spot. He's all tied up in that hold. That's it. The submission was just too much to handle.
Here is your winner.
Buat yang tap itu melelahkan guys. Kalian harus tahu betapa susahnya guys.
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol
kalian
is
mau
something
tahu
few
sesusah apa,
people
kalian
ever
nonton
get to
video
experience.
Let alone in front of your own
restore
town,
itu sendiri
on
yaitu
your native soil.
Asuka,
You
nama
can just
videonya
tell
nggak salah Tanah
Punk
Chan
is
TV
being
YouTube channelnya
overwhelmed with
guys.
emotion right now.
Next match guys. Let's see, masih ada next match.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that to this point has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt
Jadi
an
si
answer.
Empang pernah keluar dari
Hopefully
WWE
Slingshot
di
Tech is up to
tahun
the task. While I may
2024.
not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push.
Wis.
Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
Bentar guys, gue sambil lihat ini grup kerjaan nih. Udah ya guys ya, skip aja lah ya ini. Ini saatnya kita belt fraud guys.
CM Punk, Triple H, set for one-on-one action tonight. The championship main event implications on the other side of this
Ada yang bilang
match.
tuh di chat
Triple
tuh.
H looking to dash CM Punk's
dia pengen
WrestleMania
ngeliat
main event
Triple H
dreams, stating that he's
entrance.
only doing what's best for
Waduh,
business. Triple H has
saya
served as
kecewa
a
nih kalau gue nggak ngeliatin entrance nih.
for Punk this long. Can he
Kalau gitu
continue to
besok
do that
nih,
here
gue lanjut
tonight?
besok apa deh?
And guys, we
Udah
spent a
berdarah
lot
loh
of
Triple
time
H
around
nya.
these two men. They're ingrained in the locker room. They are two men other superstars seek advice from, but they are not two men that should ever be seen in the same room together.
Waduh, ya udah deh, gue lanjut besok nih ya. Masa nggak gue kasih lihat entrance-nya, gue kecewa kalian.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
With this offensive onslaught, Punk
Tuh,
clearly
tanggung loh
sending a
ini.
message to Triple H.
Lanjut aja ya. Oh, gampang ini lawan Triple H. Belt fraud dia soalnya.
There it is! Reversal! Opportunity now for Triple H to capture some momentum.
Could be a chance for Triple H to change the complexion of this match.
Both of these men
Lanjut nggak,
considered
guys?
master technicians in their own right. Triple H, of course, loves to play mind games. Loves to get the psychological advantage over his opponent.
Absolutely.
Apa
So
nih,
if Punk
submission?
has any chance of defeating
Face first. Set up on the Koji clutch locked in. Perfectly. Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go
Kita
here.
ini aja, kita cancel
great
aja.
thinking right there.
Punk really wants to humiliate Triple H tonight. Has told the game, I'm in the ring.
From the top rope.
Diving elbow.
And with that, Punk just showed Triple H exactly whose era it is now.
Wah, nggak bisa, harus.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Down with a GTS.
Is it enough to put Triple H away?
Triple H facing a beatdown.
Yep.
This one's for the win. Can Triple H kick out? Got it. No, just a two.
Somehow he's managed to get that shoulder up in the nick of time.
Here's the cover. Is it enough?
Wait, look at the feet. The feet are on the ropes.
Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event
Easy kan tuh.
of WrestleMania.
Nggak perlu.
Here is your winner.
Nggak kali mulai besok tamat hari ini guys. Tamat hari ini. Punk Orton Batista. Wah jujur gue pengen Batista sih, soalnya foto dia lebih ori guys. Cuman nggak bisa guys, kita harus ya emang guys.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night. A full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with
Triple threat
WWE World Heavyweight
WrestleMania,
Champion and
yeah.
my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 WWE's most dominant and imposing figures. I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
Ya, skip lagi guys. Nggak apa-apa lah ya, di skip doang. Karena kalau gue lihat guys, ini triple threat guys, bakalan lama lagi guys. Amit-amit sih lama tuh, Batista tuh badannya gede, kekar banget, kekar tuh.
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion.
Nih kita
Instead,
langsung nih.
CM Punk is an early pin attempt. The pin is broken. That could have been it.
Langsung kita nih yang diserang nih.
He's got him here. He's got him up. And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know everything that is hurting on CM Punk right now. There is blood in the water.
You're talking about the heart of the Second City Saint, though. The chance to become the champion outweighs any lingering pain.
Triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight title between Randy Orton, Batista, and the man who fought his way into this match earlier tonight, CM Punk. He goes for the quick pin attempt. Stopping the pin right there.
Clearly, he's got other plans in mind tonight. Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the...
Okay.
About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Oh, he's about
Breaks the submission. Got there in time.
Lemes.
Lift it up. What's next?
Fly high.
Well, they say everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Someone just
Let's go.
First up top.
Oh my gosh!
Tuh dia satu, kena tuh kakinya tuh, Batista langsung tuh.
Reversal from Batista. And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the
Taking
Royal
outside
Rumble
the
by
ring,
accident, Cole.
make up rollouts ending the match.
Diving knee drop.
Oke, sini.
He's making his way to ringside now. No count out as he takes things out of the ring.
He's got a chair, but I don't think he's looking to take a seat.
The Viper in bad shape here.
Orton's being kept in check. Now heading outside.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time. Boom. You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As her good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it will look exactly like Randy Orton.
If Randy comes out on top in this match, that will settle the entire issue. He will be, without a doubt, the face of WWE.
Videonya dibantu juga guys ya, makasih. Saya berkenan dibantu
Randy
juga.
Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well. Years ago, Orton ended Punk's first World Championship reign in unceremonious fashion. He's beaten Punk on big stages before. Randy should have all the confidence in the world when it comes to making CM Punk looking to cinch in the Anaconda Vice.
Struggling to fight out of this submission, but there are no rope. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Now, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. All the way to the plex.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than any. CM Punk.
Oke, ini dia. Ya, gagal segala.
Look at muscle up his opponent.
Wah, bisa nggak nih?
Batista bomb.
Bisa nggak kita bertahan nih?
Championship on the line.
Oh, selamat malam.
Did the champ just finish the job?
Batista, nggak tahu
He
kan?
just kicked out.
How badly do you want to be a champion? That is the question.
He left in this win. He kicks out at two.
Enggak, kita masih bisa bertahan, guys.
What's it gonna take to keep this guy down? And a series of vicious stomps.
Despicable.
We're gonna end this once and for all.
Ya. Masa ini bisa bikin, nggak mungkin dong.
There's gotta be more where that
Randy Orton
came
masih
from.
sehat itu, belum ada yang merah. Batista udah ada merah, kita udah ada merah badannya. Nah, Batista kepalanya,
Putting him in the
Randy Orton
corner for
belum.
something here.
And now he gets back into the ring.
Man, that is gonna leave some serious welts.
This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
CM Punk is firmly in the driver's seat.
AI-nya terlalu AI ini. Ini AI-nya Gemini Banana Pro 2, 3, 4. Enggak, versi 20. Versi yang paling
Any
ini.
connection with flesh will
Masa
definitely
depan
leave a
nih
mark.
ini AI ini.
Batista heading back
Perasaan
to
dulu
the
main
outside
Smackdown Here
now.
Come the Pants nggak kayak gini banget ya.
Retaliates. Uranagi by Punk. He turns it.
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be over.
And you can see him struggling to break this. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Kenapa gue dibuang? Oh enggak. Di situ gue pas dong. Oh, please bangun.
This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton are refusing.
Batista bomb.
The challenger is not holding back.
Oh, he fights Batista back.
Can you miss it? Power slam by Orton.
Turning to the Orton.
A maneuver that the champion has put so many away with before.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Sleep. We might see a new champion crowned. And straight into the penitent. Two.
He's done it! CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
Oke, John Cena sih empang tetap.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event. It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the US Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night? What if CM Punk walked through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those
Welcome
who
buat yang
failed
baru
to take
datang,
him
makasih
down?
udah klik videonya.
It's up to you, really. Can John
Kalau
Cena
berkenan
turn back
boleh
another challenge?
dibantu like-nya
Or will
guys,
CM
setidaknya
Punk
ya,
be
mohon
crowned the
dukungannya
new
guys, bantu
United
like-nya
States
atau
champion?
jika benar-benar
Create the moment that
membantu
you
boleh
want to last
subscribe guys.
forever.
Itu sudah sangat membantu guys ya. Like aja juga udah sangat membantu guys. Udah ini gua skip aja guys, karena udah tahu kan entrance-nya Cena sama CM Punk. Ini United States Open Challenge guys.
Cena defending the title against anyone.
Oh udah. Oh, kalau nggak gua skip guys, lamaan lagi guys nanti videonya.
A lot of interesting competitors have answered Cena's open challenge over the past few months. But Punk coming out here might be his biggest showdown yet.
There's no might about it, Cole. This is the biggest challenge yet. And this one certainly feels more personal. Punk has always resented Cena, and for a time he had Cena's number with multiple victories against the franchise.
I think Punk might be a bit jealous of what John's been able to accomplish since winning the title at WrestleMania. Punk's never held the US title, and you know he'd like to win it and become an even better champ than Cena.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world is known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called Big Match John for a reason.
Oh, what a high kick. Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena. Oh, man! Put everything behind that kick.
Guys, I've been doing this for almost two. Up high.
Compressing them with a splash.
This is what it's going to take. You have to go all out if you
Cena
want that
disuruh
title.
kita bikin berdarah tangannya guys.
From the top rope.
CM Punk connects with the elbow drop.
Fortune
Berarti
favors the
kalau mau
bold. These
gampang
risks
DDT
could be a
dong.
winning strategy.
Spiked
Nah
by
seperti
that
itu contohnya.
DDT.
Sekali lagi DDT. Nah itu
On the
dia DDT,
DDT.
gampang kan?
And Cena is taking on a lot of offense now.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's outthinking Cena right
Saatnya
now.
kita menangkan nih lawan John Cena guys.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, GTS connects. Can we have a new champ after that?
Two. No way. No way.
We almost just had a new champion. Less than a second away.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Struck with a calf kick.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Able to reach the rope and put it on to the submission.
Oh boy, here we go.
Waduh, selalu
We've seen
bersatu.
it once, we've seen it 1,000 times.
Not able to rally there.
Kena kan lu.
And here we go. Locked in.
Sok
It's
instan
locked
aja
in.
guys.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Absolutely trapped. Nowhere to go. Just slipped
Nggak kuat.
underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. Well, he fends that off. Punk finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
Time now for CM Punk to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk is determined right now.
Oke, sekali lagi nih.
And Punk
Penonton
now
nih ya
lifting
kalau
his
misalnya kalah.
opponent up.
Kalah apa? Nggak kepilih.
GTS.
Pivotal moment. We could have a new champ and a new US champion, CM Punk.
Butuh 2 finisher guys.
Is your winner and the new
Hah, AJ Style?
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I've earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
Oke, seperti biasa kita skip. Coba untuk yang AJ Styles kita agak intip ya. Apakah udah yang terbaru atau belum untuk
And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now,
kita skip aja lah ya. Kalian udah pasti tahu sih entrance-nya.
And the time has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk, face-to-face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Styles and Punk have traveled up and down the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their craft to the point where they can both be called the best. But tonight, all roads have led them to this moment, where only one of these men can be called the winner.
Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers, whether it's a club or a society. Each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, thank you for not bringing going for the early cover.
And he gets the shoulder up.
You don't get paid by the hour, so nothing wrong with trying to wrap things up.
Collar and elbow. Shoved right off. With the lariat. Elbow drop. Boom. Strong kick.
Mana lagi nih?
Big elbow.
Mana lagi next musuhnya ya?
Neither one of these men are going to hold back in this one, are they?
Absolutely not. And both Punk and Styles are incredibly capable of getting down and dirty when they have to. There may be a great deal of respect in this match, but there's also a lot of pride.
Face first. Setting up. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to come out of the submission. CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking.
Trying armbar. And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold. And now he's back into the ring.
Ntar gue mau ngajak keluar ya.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Oh, Mongolian chop.
Corey, that was a shining wizard. Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk, watch out. Knees up.
Masya Allah
Got the
udah
knees up
dikasih
just in time.
ini dong.
And heading up top.
Blast off through the air and connects.
Betting it all on a daring leap from
Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself.
Nyangkut.
Uh-oh, and completely missed the mark.
And I think there was a moment of hesitation before the leap, and it made all the difference.
Disastrous turn of events could change the whole complexion of this match.
CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in
From way up.
He lands hard.
Boom, snaps the leg across the head. And CM Punk is in control.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings anytime soon. Things are going to plan for Styles thus far at his first WrestleMania, piling on the attacks against Punk. He's completely tied up.
Driver.
Spiked him.
And now he's taking a breather on the outside. Clearly, he's
From the top.
Crash landing.
just bludgeoning the competition with that blow.
Roman Reigns bagus banget. Kalau pakai Roman Reigns enak. Bisa kayak dia anak dulu.
Retaliating with a strong elbow.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. And Styles is brought to a disadvantage now.
Yeah, CM Punk's making clear that the time for pleasantries is over. As
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
however much you think that hurt, I promise you it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy.
Ini kamu AJ Lee. Hanya ada satu AJ yang ada di dunia ini, yaitu AJ Mendes. Apelidian Mendes. Kamu AJ Balabal.
A little cockiness here from Punk. Now a takedown into a small package. Tiny
Mana ada AJ gini gua, Apelidian Mendes.
off the pin.
Ya, lu jangan pakai AJ-an nih di sini ya. Hah?
AJ is out. That's it.
2 count. Only 2?
AJ Styles tapping into that pitbull mentality for a
Kata wasit,
nail-biter
kata komentatornya juga only itu.
From the top rope with the elbow drop.
Now it's a cover.
1,
That's gotta be it.
2.
And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner,
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just...
Kurt
An honest dream
Angle.
match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get to the front of the line to be Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
Seperti biasa kita skip.
It was CM Punk who threw a challenge at Kurt Angle. Said he wanted to give Kurt the chance to see if he could take down the best in the world in Angle's final match.
On the top, double axe handle connects.
Making his way to the top here.
Kejauhan ini.
First up top, misses
Jangan
big
guys,
time.
salah style. Aduh, kurang ajar.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
No.
Remember this match came to be in quite a rude
Udah
fashion.
tahu.
Angle's look out.
Ini dia.
It's CM Punk versus Kurt Angle. Trying armbar. He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Mau sih.
What's this? He's got
Perched up top.
Lagi standing.
Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match
Aduh.
has certainly picked up.
Oke. Sini berdiri.
from above.
Berdiri tuh. Botak. Oh.
From way up. Angle gets the better there.
Gets driven into the corner.
Wow, he reversed Angle.
You suck.
CM Punk has been talking out of both sides of his mouth lately, praising Angle while also saying how much of a joy it would be to put him down. What kind of mind games are those?
It's a stroke
Ini
of
sih cara
genius in my
gesernya ya, gue
opinion.
lupa
As
ya
much
soalnya.
as you
Look out! Double axe handle connects.
Can Angle
Lupa beneran
withstand
gue
much more
cara
of this?
gesernya.
Angle's having trouble dealing with the best in the world. Man, well-placed calf kick.
Kami attack, pas banget. Kami attack sekali lagi. Welcome baru datang, mau dibantu like-nya guys.
and brutal impact.
Kalau kalian suka dibantu like-nya, atau bantu lah itu buat berkah Ramadan ya.
Call the ambulance.
He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Sharp elbow. I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense. The Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left.
Aduh, kenapa gue harus begini sih?
Double axe handle.
Boom! Nice movement from Punk and the Uranagi
Gue coba,
and
Jason.
now an anaconda.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Oh, dia pakai resilensinya guys.
Boom, right in the button.
Just swapping some big-time swings here. Neither competitor shows any signs of letting up or slowing down here.
Oh! You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
This is a war of attrition with
bukan
neither
wrestling.
superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Some mental chess here from Angle.
Nah ini nih yang kayak begini nih, mencet apa sih ini?
And he turned it around.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS. Is it the finishing touch? Punk knee
From the top.
Diving double axe handle.
Oh man.
Gue harus pakai itu kalau
That's
sampai
how
kayak
we got here. This is a match that people have been
Halo
wanting to
Sahrul,
see.
selamat
The
datang
Olympic
lagi
gold
Sahrul.
medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
Sahrul berbuka pakai apa tadi?
Laying out with a power slam. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk is
Oke, anaconda
hammering
face.
his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the anaconda vice grip.
And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure and the tolerance of pain has been reached. Tapping out in agony.
Masih menang kita.
Your winner,
Kita langsung guys. Langsung ke next story guys. Kita lawan Bray Wyatt.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new
Bray
Nexus, made it
Wyatt.
abundantly clear to me that he would
Welcome
accomplish
baru datang
anything
guys.
if he ever
Mohon
committed
dibantu
himself to it.
like-nya.
A return to NXT gave him that
Terima kasih
chance,
guys,
and soon
dapat
Bray
pahala loh guys,
Wyatt and the
bantu
Wyatt
gua
family
guys.
were the talk of the wrestling world.
Bantu
They arrived
subscribe
on
juga
the
boleh
main
banget
roster,
guys.
terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
Wah ini The GOAT juga sih Bray Wyatt sih. Gimiknya berhasil dia setelah ada Undertaker.
That included me. And while I
Undertaker,
have a
Bray
match
Wyatt,
at the
The
2013
Demon.
Survivor Series that on paper says was against
The
the Wyatt
Demon tuh
family,
harusnya
it didn't
sempet
have Bray Wyatt
ini
in it.
juga tuh
I
agak-agak
never got to
bagus
compete
tuh.
against him once he realized his potential.
Tapi kurang
I would
manfaatnya,
have loved to
kurang
have the Fiend
dimanfaatkan.
set his sights on me.
Ken udah pasti
The
sih.
Fiend took wrestling places
Cuman
that had
Ken
never
kan dia
been before
dipasangin
by
sama
taking his opponent's
Undertaker.
places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on the Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell.
Kita Hell in a Cell
was
lawan
once in
Bray
a
Wyatt
lifetime.
guys.
I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
Gue gak akan ini kali ya. Ke grapple sama apa tadi? Fokus ke misinya nggak ya? Kalau bisa fokus ke misinya, kalau nggak ya
You can
udah ya.
just feel how much tension is in the air here at WrestleMania. CM Punk facing possibly his biggest challenge to date.
There's really no telling what we're about to witness here with The Fiend. We've already seen a lot of diabolical mind games, and I'm sure those are far from over.
This match is going to change Punk forever. Whether he wins or loses, he'll never be the man he was before he entered the cell tonight.
CM Punk and The Fiend facing off against each other at the event that brings out the best in
Apa
each
tuh?
man.
Very up
WrestleMania.
and
You
open things
speak
up.
the truth,
Oke.
Corey Graves. Every time Punk comes down that ramp at WrestleMania, his
Empat.
next
Oh,
level
bener, gitu, guys.
competitiveness hits an all-time high. That's why we've seen him have all-time WrestleMania classics against the likes of Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, and The Undertaker. But as for The Fiend, I need only remind you of what happened last year at
Kasih bukti lagi
WrestleMania.
dong.
The Fiend lured John Cena into the Firefly Funhouse match and destroyed the franchise both physically and mentally.
And since then, John Cena has not been seen in a WWE ring. Gotta wonder if CM Punk will suffer the same fate should The Fiend get his way tonight. This has to be such an uneasy feeling for Punk right now. He's usually trying to outthink his opponents.
Yeah, but how in the world do you outthink something that doesn't even think like a human? I think Punk's going to have to rely on his speed and technical abilities here if he even wants to remotely have a chance at beating The Fiend.
Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is
Susah,
the
guys, susah, guys.
gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point.
There it is. He can end it here.
Wasting no time getting his shoulder up.
Still showing some signs of life here.
That surprises The Fiend.
Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out. Shining Wizard finds the mark.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into...
He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here. Punk looking to put an end to this living nightmare.
Ini finisher nih.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep! Will that sum this up for Punk?
Two. Kick out at two.
How in the world is he still in this one?
CM Punk thought that was enough.
First up top. Diving knee drop.
Sekali lagi.
Going straight to the top turnbuckle.
Blast off.
Big splash.
Paling cepet guys.
Here is your winner, CM
Complete what if. Dapat achievement guys, what if tuh. Hah? AJ Lee.
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the
Oh iya,
ring with
Bray
him.
Wyatt juga udah tiada ya.
Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses,
Pertandingan terakhir
created
kah?
matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide
Menuju
a glimpse of
tamat
what
ini, guys, tamat
WWE
ini.
would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee.
Nih dia AJ yang ada tuh cuma AJ Lee ya, nggak ada AJ Styles tadi ya.
Her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your
Oh, Bella
entire
Twins.
collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here after a decade!
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true. But that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come
Tapi
true.
kenapa nggak
Across the ring
lawannya
from us,
Seth
I can only
Rollins
see
sama
WWE's
Becky
resident
Lynch ya?
it
Kenapa
couple, The Miz,
The Miz
and
sama Maryse
Maurice.
ya?
Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Oh,
So let's close this
karena kalau
showcase
dalam
out in
dunia
style.
wrestling
You've
lebih
done incredible
diakuin
work to get
untuk tag
this far.
teamnya The Miz
Now
sama
we'll let
Maryse.
you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maurice will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Oke, ini terakhir guys, langsung aja kita skip aja lah ya. Nah, itu yang ada LL-nya di pojok kiri bawah atau pojok kanan bawah, yang di The Miz itu L itu legal maksudnya. Oh, yang bisa ngepin. Ada pin 1, ada pin 2, ada pin 3 guys.
That blue collar, scratch and claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight and only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match player. You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of the Miz.
Come on, Wade,
Staminanya
jealous?
masih penuh loh.
Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have won their first intergender tag encounter.
A lot of variables at play in this intergender tag match. All four competitors have been subject to mixed tag rules before, where the men could only fight the men and vice versa. But tonight, intergender fighting is allowed.
And I know both Maurice and AJ Lee have that chip on their shoulder. Maurice has always looked down on CM Punk and would love nothing more than hurting the best in the world. Let's not forget that AJ Lee used to be general manager of Raw, where Miz was a constant nuisance. Now she can let her frustration out without it. There's the pin.
She breaks the count quick.
And so this thing is still going. The battle continues.
Got him in the corner now.
Biarin dia ngetek.
Tag here. What are they cooking up? Boom! Off the boot. The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the IT couple has over their opponents tonight. And it's the most vital one. Experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to have to be fast learners tonight.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and textbook CM.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Dropping
the elbow.
I really don't see any way he can turn this thing around at this point. Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Down with a GTS.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maurice are about to exit stage left.
This is it. He could put him away right here. And a strong kick out in one. Wow.
Brutal knee strike.
Don't get me wrong, AJ Lee is her own woman and can fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maurice are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal, I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Punk, knee in the corner, followed by a clothesline.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, the It Couple's spotlight's really being dimmed right now. Punk and AJ are absolutely rolling.
Berarti kita harus ke sini.
Leaning against the turn. Quick tag in the corner. Now some double team offense incoming. From the top rope. And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now.
Bam! Maurice going for the 3 count. He's able to beat a 2 count.
Somehow they still manage to have enough energy for a relatively quick kick out.
Drop kick to the spine.
Avoided any damage there.
Oh, she puts the brakes on that.
Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage. Face first into the snapmare driver. Oh, what a knee.
His body has been the main focus of a lot of offense tonight.
Yeah, I think he's going to be feeling the effects of this match for a few weeks, Wade.
From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord. Oh.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and...
Quick tag in the corner. Now some double team offense incoming. From the top rope.
That is how you put your opponent away.
Capitalizing with a pin here. Boom.
Here we go, shoulders down, can Miz power out. And a kick out, only one.
It might be stubbornness or it might be lunacy, but he is refusing to stay down here.
Calf kick on the money.
Targeting the head, the neck, just brutal.
Looking to take this superstar down swiftly and efficiently.
From the top, diving double axe handle. And Punk now looking for the pinfall.
There it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ and CM
CM
What may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective
Badannya
careers.
dibikin
CM
bagus
Punk
banget
and
ya.
AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of
He was
WWE.
right.
And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits. When it comes to those who ride for Punk, he will stand by
Bener
their
guys,
side.
tamat guys. Akhirnya tamat perjuangan kita, live stream full showcase mode. Dan kita menjadi street punk. Anak jalanan. Let's go. Udah semuanya guys. BTW kalau
Looks like we've got someone after my own heart. A true nonconformist, someone who wants to do things their way. I need you to know that I respect the hell out of you for that. And that respect is why this is not going to be easy for you. We still put something together to make sure that you earn everything this showcase has to offer. I know that not everyone wants to live that traditional showcase life.
oh ini cuman dipercepat aja gitu. Jadi kalian nggak usah ngelaluin timeline yang ada, nggak selama itu guys. Tapi kalian akan dapetin semua rewardnya. Tuh, the voice of the voiceless.
On this path, you will find a single gauntlet match where you will take on 20 opponents, one after the other. Whether my biggest historical rivals, legends that I've always wanted
Berarti
to test
sebenarnya
myself
kita udah
against,
pilihan yang
or those
tepat
who
ya. Kita
comprise
milih
the biggest
timeline
what
ya
if
daripada
of my
gauntlet
entire
ya.
career. They're
Cuman
here
susahnya
in this
gauntlet itu
showcase
adalah
gauntlet.
kita
If
satu
you can
lawan
emerge as the
20
sole
guys.
survivor, then you'll get all the spoils that the showcase has to offer. You'll be credited with full completion of
Cuman
every
kita
match
lihat
on the
ini untuk yang
timeline,
terakhirnya
granting
ya.
you every reward that's to be unlocked. No objectives. You know what you're
Videonya
doing.
dia aja
We'll
nih.
trust your judgment in finding the victory. No cutscenes, no time to breathe. Just one angry opponent after the other. No fluff, no mercy, no slingshot tech to help change the rules. You want to prove to truly be the best in the world? Well then, you better get to work. You
You
want to
better
conquer
to
the world?
get to work.
This is your opportunity. Best of luck. It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering time. Hah? Langsung start match. Oh enggak lah. Udah guys, udah selesai guys. Oke, jadi itu aja guys untuk live-nya. Gue seneng banget gue bisa namatin showcase mode di live guys bareng kalian. Dan sekali lagi guys, gue bilang bahwa gue bangga banget bisa mainin game ini. Gue seneng banget karena gue mainnya ori guys, tidak bajakan ya. Seperti yang bisa kalian lihat ya, ini dari e-shopnya Nintendo ya guys ya. Dia $150, tapi ini belum pajak guys. Nah seperti itu, dan ini udah purchase ya. Tuh udah purchase. Kalau belum purchase ya seperti ini, ada harganya tuh. Seperti ini misalnya tuh. Oke. Terima kasih buat teman-teman yang udah nonton live dari awal sampai akhir. Nanti kita akan ADR. Habis di next episode ya, kita akan live lagi 2K26-nya ya. Makasih banget udah mampir. Mohon dibantu like-nya juga ya. Oke, pasti gue akan live lagi guys. Nanti kita akan cek di entah itu My Rise atau di Universe Mode atau My GM. Nanti kalian boleh komen request juga nanti di kolom komentar ya. Makasih semuanya. Salam sehat semuanya dan semangat untuk puasanya guys ya. See you in the next live stream guys. Thank you ADR, Edom, Sahrul, Notelino semuanya. Bye bye.